everybody, this is Angie Moore and welcome to the November Hop. Let's go ahead and get started with cutting the paper that we will be using to turn the Christmas card into a birthday card and a shaker card to boot. So the paper is cut by 8.5 by 3 1/4, and once we get that done, I decided to switch it around. Didn't know which side I wanted to be on the card, and so there you go. That's a choice, and that's what it would look like. I was going to trace it, but came with the idea of there's a border on the stickies that you use for making windows or shaker windows for slimlines. So I peeled that off and used that as my guide to cut the border so it would be seamless all the way around. So it works perfectly and accurately. That way you know you have the right width. And I thought, boy, that saves me a whole lot of time trying to figure it out and making sure it fits. So I use that as a pattern. So save those, because those always come in handy as a pattern for shaker windows, especially when you're doing any of them, but it works perfectly with the slimline. So I wanted to remind you, always make sure that when you're folding your card, fold it the peak down, and so it's opposite what you think. I'm going to go ahead and peel off the protective covering of my acrylic. That's going to be the window to my shaker card. And I'm going to go ahead and start putting my little gems in there. And as you can see, that's the border that I used for my card. So I take my gems and I put them in my hand, and I kind of do the powder on there, so that way the baby powder on there, so that it just doesn't stick to each other and kind of makes it a little less static. All the gems that I'm using you will be able to find in the description below this video, and I did go ahead and put a generous amount of powder on my acrylic so the little doohickeys would not pop up. So I'm going to go ahead, they're all in there, they're moving around perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and put tape around the edges. Just real quickly there, just kind of put it on there. This can be tricky. Once it goes on, it kind of makes it hard. I was going to use the other side, changed my mind. So I'm going to wipe off that little excess tape that's on that you can see on this video. So it's all good, it's nice and straight. Making sure the shaker shakes, and it does. Hope it didn't make you dizzy when I'm doing this. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my under the mistletoe girl or lady, and I hold it down for a little bit to make sure I've got a good imprint. I'm using my tri-blend. Of course, you would use red if you're using, or green if you're using it as a Christmas card. I'm using blue since it's a birthday. I wanted to kind of make it different, of course. I'm not really worried about going over the pom-poms or anything else, because I will be using the darkest shade of my tri-blend to highlight those, the bows and everything, and the pom-poms and such. So again, I'm going to go ahead and color all my boxes and just not worry really about the details, because the dark color will cover up any overlap. And I'm off here, so hopefully you can see that, and do the bottom. Of course, if you're doing a Christmas, you can do the red dress with the white, and then use some glitter on there. That would look cute, make it pop out like snow. I love my tri-blends because you can use them. Oops, the focus is getting a little crazy because I'm so close, but I wanted to make sure that y'all see the colors that I'm using. And here she is. All her packages are done or getting done, and I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. There's a couple of tan colors. I use a fair tan to do her skin. Use the lighter shade, of course. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the medium shade when I'm done here shading. And take that and use it for my shading. And as you can tell, it looks very natural. You can see a little bit of shading. I'm doing her shoes on the darker blue, kind of accent the border of her dress and her belt. You can tell. I'm going to go ahead and do the mistletoe hanging, little mistletoe wreath, and I'm going to make it into flowers. So again, with this, you don't really have to worry about staying in the green lines or in the lines, because the flowers will be covering the petals, so you will not be able to notice really any overlap. And I'm trying to do this quickly so that you can have not be bored again with my coloring technique. I'm using the same blue for my ribbon, and I'm going to take these little flowers, and again the descriptions will be and the items, that the supplies that I use will be in the bottom. And I love these little flowers because you can color them. It looks like they're all colored the same, but they're actually, because of it being a tri-blend, it'll look like the same color, but it's actually different shades of it. So it's very, very neat. I love these little flowers. They're so cute. And they dry really easily and quickly, which is quite amazing. So you can actually get this project done and completed. I'm going to go ahead, and I did the negative of the tag thin cut, and I'm going to use that as my arch. And I'm going to be using my shimmer brush to do that. I want to give it a little more pizzazz, I guess. And I am actually using the Sapphire brush. So now basically I'm going to do is set up the archway, and it's going to take a little bit of, I probably needed to cut it a little bit longer, but I'm going to go ahead and figure out making it work, because that's what we do. And reposition it. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and now start mounting everything. I'm going to be placing the young lady in 3D foam, but before that I need to color her hair. I forgot to do her hair, so I went ahead and go ahead and put that. Again, so many dimensions to this card, and so pretty. And then here's my little bouquet of flowers hanging out from the top, and just glued that straight down. Didn't put any more dimensions to that, and there you go. Look how pretty the shading looks. Well, I hope you like this video. Please like, share, subscribe, write a nice note for me, and make sure you watch the other consultants with this hop. Take care now. Bye.